Bet. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast. And as promised, as y'all was asking for, right? I asked y'all, should I bring back Shaquan Davis? Because a lot of y'all ain't believe me when I told y'all this man was baby Megatron, right? Y'all was in the comments, man, stop calling him that, stop calling him that. I'm like, all right, y'all gonna see when the celebration bowl comes. And now you've seen it for yourself. Now y'all want him back. So here he is, Mr. Shaquan Davis. Hey, thank you so much for being on this show, bro. Again, I
Thank you
really
for
appreciate
having me.
it. All right, so check this out. We gotta talk about some stuff, man, from this game. All right, we're gonna try to cover everything. So the first question I want to start off with, since everybody's getting into the chat now, what did you listen to before the game? Was it Young Boy? Was
Nah,
it
I ain't listen to Young Boy. I ain't listen to Young Boy.
what did you listen to before the game to come up with a performance like that?
My homeboy, he like my brother. He got some unreleased music named D4 Times. He sent me a song called Inner Thoughts. And it just, I don't know. It just touched me. I was like, he's talking on this one. I gotta go out and ball.
Okay, I got you. And that's so it's like, is he like a was that like a hype kind of song? Like, plug and
Nah, it wasn't
play.
no hype kind of song. It was just like something to get you in a mode to like just go out and do what you could do.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. All right, so I want to know, since that performance, has anything changed? Like, and if so, how are you staying humble through it all? Because I mean, you was trending on Twitter, bro. You were number three. You was number three on Twitter, fam. I mean, every single tweet I've seen is, man, who is this Shaquan Davis kid? Shaquan this, Shaquan that, baby Megatron this. So like, has anything changed?
The only thing that changed was social media followers. That's the only thing. I'm still the same person, still being humble because as quick as God gave me the ability to do everything, He can take it from me just like
It's
that.
that quick, right? Exactly. Was there like any? I know Darius Leonard shouted you out as well during the game, but has any other celebrity said anything about you that you've seen?
Uh, D Hop follow me on Instagram.
No,
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins follow
DeAndre
me on Instagram.
Hopkins. That's bro. That's big, bro.
Yeah. That's my favorite receiver in the league right now too. So when I seen that, I was like, I had to go back and look. I was like, is that a fake page? So I click on the thing. I look. I was like,
Yeah, I think you had went out. You went on the page and what happened?
you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You hear me? You hear me? I can hear you. You hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, you hear me? You hear me now? I think something happened. Things came me on mine, right? Huh? You, you can see me, bro? Okay, hey, Heem, shut up, man. Daheem, shut up. Bro, can you hear me? I don't know what's going on.
No, it ain't my Wi-Fi.
You hear me? I don't know. All right, I guess he gonna try to come back in. He gonna try to come back in. Daheem, get off state, bro. All right, there he is.
Man,
All
somebody had called me. I put my phone. See, somebody
right,
called. I put my phone. Do not disturb.
I got you. I got you. Hey, all right. So where was we? Right? What did you listen to before the game and all that? Now I need to know, what was Coach Pugh's message to y'all before the game.
He just told us, don't buy into the hype. Go out and play our game. He didn't want us to get caught into all the cameras, being in the big stadium, all the fans,
Right.
nothing like that. He just wanted us to go out and play South Carolina State football.
Okay, and so because I noticed like throughout the week with Coach Pugh, like he made it known like he was a Prime fan for the longest, but like he wasn't gonna let none of that get in the way of the job that needed to be done. Like I seen the seriousness on his face. Like he been trying this whole career to get here, and now that he's here, he wanted that win more than anything. He wasn't starstruck at all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. All right, so I need to know because this question right here. How did y'all feel not getting any love from any celebrities? Because with Jackson State, you saw Jeezy show up.
Yeah.
Des Finch was there. Jamie Foxx was shouting them out. Snoop Dogg. I mean, Spice Adams was there. They had all the celebrities, all the shout outs. And I was wondering, did anybody come to talk to South Carolina State? Did anybody come to y'all?
Nobody came to talk to us, so we felt disrespected in a way because we made a celebration bowl too, but they just overlooked us, disrespected us, and we really never like got into all the hype with all the celebrities and the cameras and everything like that. So really, that really just lit a fuel in us, and we was gonna be like, all right, you want to disrespect us, but we gotta show them what it is.
Mm. And I understand that because like I mean, when I was talking to Mister, Terrence Tucker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was talking to him, he was like, basically y'all didn't even care, right? Because y'all thought of that as fake love anyway. Like they only here for Prime. If Prime wasn't there, they wouldn't even be shouting out Jackson State. That's how he felt. So I just want to know y'all didn't even care when y'all seen that. It was just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, it was like whatever, because we like South Carolina State community. We all we got. We don't need no outside celebrities, famous people. We don't need none of that coming around because just like you said, fake love and this and that.
Mm.
So yeah, we really ain't pay that no attention.
All right. So, Mr. Deputy Mario in the chat, he wants to know from you the level of play of the Jackson State DBs. I was actually going to ask you this earlier. I wanted to see you go up against Nugget Warren, number 4, right? I thought that was going to be the great matchup, right? But Jackson State didn't even respect you enough to put their top corner on you and have him follow you around all game. It was Nugget. I mean, it was Nugget a little bit, but it was number 9 Al Young, and it was number 3 CJ Holmes. And clearly you saw what you did when that happened. So I just want to know, what do you think about their level of play when you face those guys? Like, what did you think about them?
Um, they straight. Yeah, they straight. They all right. That's all I can say. I ain't got too much to say about them. I
I
applaud
got
them.
you. Mm. And it's interesting, right? Because I was on Instagram and I saw your story, and I saw CJ Holmes story number 3, and he posted a picture of him like standing over you, even though you was MVP, and then you had to share it and be like, hey, like you must have forgot what happened, like you feel me? So it's like this. Are y'all still like kind of shocked that the disrespect is still going on even after the statement one that you had?
I mean, nah, I wouldn't say I'm shocked. It's because some people they don't like to accept the fact of certain things. So they gonna talk like they got their little pictures or whatever. So they
Mm.
gonna post what they want to post. It's social media.
Yeah.
It's all for the hype.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all that is. It's all for the hype.
All right, so getting into the game, right? Corey Fields in the first half, I can't lie. Even I was like, man, Corey might gotta come out, bro. Like he ain't looking like he confident, right? Like he missed you a couple times. I think he targeted you the most out of any other receiver. And I was just looking at Corey and I was like, man, I don't see it in his eyes. I don't think he got it. But then he comes back in the second half and he has an amazing performance, right? Something that we've seen for him early on in the season. I just wanted to know, was that a combination of your coaching staff and y'all like getting in his ear and telling him like, "Hey man, we believe in you. You got this." Like, what was the message to Corey to have him come out and deliver that type of performance in the second half?
I personally told him, I was like, Corey, don't overthink it. Just play your game. You can ball. Just play ball. Stop rushing and just settle in. Cause he was like, I'm real jittery right now. And he's like, I gotta get hit. I gotta get hit. I was like, bro, just settle down. Just let the game come to you. It'll come eventually. Then he started to find his rhythm. He started hitting us, and then it was up from there.
And I think when he really got it in his bag was on that 4th and 19 play when he hit Wolverine on that dart throw. I was like, oh yeah, it's over with now. I just need to know what they said to this man, right? Because I was just like, I ain't seen that though from for a long time. So
Yeah.
that was just cool to see. So I remember in the last interview, right, when I asked you who you modeled your game after, and you said, you trying to go for Randy Moss, and I seen a little bit of that. I seen a lot of that actually in the Celebration Bowl. The way you was able to use your strength and use your body to shield off defenders. I remember that play that you caught over the middle on Shiloh, and I forget the other DB, but you had Shiloh turning his back to you, like he was backpedaling towards you as the ball was coming, and I'm just like this he really doing it. Like he how they do what he said he was gonna do. Break if you can you even remember that play? Like break that down. Like how was you able to turn this man back towards you? Like how did that happen?
I really don't know how he ended up spinning around like that. All I know is I was running my route. I pushed the corner out. I took like an outside release and I broke it back inside of him. And then I seen Shiloh coming. So I just put my body into him. When the ball was in the air, kind of separated from him. And then, yeah, it just was a big completion over the middle.
Okay. And Deputy Mario also wants to know. He said you guys were gonna kick the field goal, and then you took the time out and you said, we're gonna go for it. What made y'all scrap that and go for it, go for the play?
Coach Pugh believing in us. That's what it was. Yep. Coach Pugh had a lot of faith in us for him to go for it on 4th and 19. Because usually we will either try to pooch punt or we're gonna try to kick the field goal. But meaning that we're on our side of the field, our defense was balling. Yeah, they weren't moving the ball at all on our defense. So Coach Pugh took a chance.
Okay. All right. And Real Talk, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Real Talk wants to know, is your punter's energy always on 10? If so, what does he eat? And you know what? I was gonna ask you about him too, because my boy been going viral after that. Like the camera on him all game. Like dude was just hyped up, amped up. Like he had the hoodie on,
Yeah.
the little earring. Like, is he always like this?
Dyson is always like that. I don't know what it is about him. He just full of energy. He just got too much energy. He's always happy, jumping around. He brings excitement in the special teams aspect of the game.
Okay. So he's like that team guy to get y'all going. He's that spark when y'all need it.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Sometimes we got to tell him to chill out because sometimes nobody be feeling like that all the time. But yeah, we got to tell him
Play
to
too
chill out
much.
sometimes.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got you. All right. So G Dub wants to know what made you chose football over basketball. Choose.
Ah, that's tough because it's harder to go to the NBA over the NFL because in basketball everybody 6'5", 6'6" can jump.
Mm,
Yeah, so there's not too many 6'5", 6'6" receivers who running 4'3", can jump, and athletic.
okay. And now I need to know what was the turning point in the game for you? Like when did you know? Like, oh, we got this. Like when was it?
I want to say after my second touchdown.
Oh, okay.
After my second touchdown, I was like, "We here, we locked in now."
Mm,
So, because after that, our defense just kept punishing them, and then we drove down, scored again, and we scored again. I was like, "Yeah, that's the momentum on our side now."
And you know what? Speaking of y'all driving, right? A lot of people speculated that because Jackson State's front seven was so dominant all season, not allowing like any run yards to happen, not giving any quarterback time, and that didn't really happen this game. And I see Kendra Flowers picking up the yards. He didn't have like a big performance, but he was getting the yards needed, right? Him
Mm-hmm.
and the other back as well. And I just wanted to know, like, how did y'all what did y'all see on film that y'all were able to exploit Jackson State's defense the way that y'all did?
Big shout out to our O line and our tight end Yancey Washington because coming in this game, our coaches was just like overhyping their D line. It was like, well, 41 this, 41 that. They D
These
line
systems
this.
good.
Yeah, they're good. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this and that against them. So I guess that would spark them up to be like, all right, well, they're getting all this praise. But at the end of the day, they put their pants on how we put our pants on. So we just gotta go out and show them how we get down South Carolina State.
Mm, okay. And also, I wanted to know. A lot of people were saying that that month that y'all had off was going to be a bad thing towards you guys. Like y'all was going to come out with a lot of rust. In what ways did that layoff help and hurt y'all? And
It helped us because we were playing football since the spring. We had 4 games in the spring. We had a little time off. Then we had to come back for summer workouts. And then jump right into the fall season. So we had a lot of bumps and bruises. People was tired, everything like that. So we really needed rest. So
mm,
they gave us a week off, and then we started back practicing again after that. So really, us having rest and then let everybody get their bodies right, and then jumping into practice, everything just was good from there.
okay. And I'm interested to know after y'all clinched the Celebration Bowl spot. Um, obviously you guys were happy, right? But how long did that happiness last? Because like I remember this clip with Kobe Bryant when they asked him when he was up 3-1 in the series, he was just like,
Job not done.
"Yeah, not done." So like, was y'all on that same mindset? Like,
I mean, at first they told us we going to the Celebration Bowl. We was happy, and then we were like Kobe said, the job's not done. We still had to go back to work, prepare for Jackson, and then hopefully win, which we did.
okay, now listen, I gotta know the answer to this. What was going through your head when you were staring at that ref during that play? When you didn't get that pass interference call and you stared at that man the way that you did, what was going through your head? Because I know you want to go off.
Yeah, I was just like, man, are you serious, bro? Like he clearly holding me
Right.
before the ball was in the air. He was holding me the whole way down the field. And then I looked, I was like, see if I can give me the call. And then he just did the incomplete pass signal. I said, man. Then I had to go off a play because my helmet came off.
Yeah. So he ain't even acknowledge you when you looked at him like, hey, you're not gonna call this. Like he ain't even acknowledge you.
Mm-mm.
That's
Yeah.
that's crazy. All right. So let's address the disrespect that was shown towards South Carolina State, right? Because there's been a lot of it. So first you had Jackson State's athletic director Ashley Robinson. He went on video as well as to call y'all out, like he's been doing SWAC teams all season. Every time Jackson State beat a SWAC team, he'll be like, Southern, you next. Prairie View, you next. And then he mentioned y'all after winning the SWAC championship. Y'all seen that clearly. How did that make y'all feel? Like the AD calling y'all out?
It just motivated us. It was like, well, you doing all that to the SWAC teams, but this bulldog football right here, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different. It's not none of that SWAC stuff going on.
And a lot of people say that the MEAC isn't what it used to be. That y'all are weak since FAMU, North Carolina A&T, and Bethune Cookman left. What do you have to say towards that?
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. The real know what it is, and we went out and we just proved it that the MEAC is not over with. We still here.
Right, right. And it's kind of crazy, right? Because y'all have been dominating for so many years, and that people still don't give y'all the credit, the MEAC in general, the credit that y'all deserve. The SWAC always gets the love, even though they have a losing record against y'all in the Celebration Bowl. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. So when you seen the blowout comments, the 40-point blowout comments, like, oh, JSU got this in the first half, blah blah blah. Like, did y'all like did y'all ever get tempted to just go back on social media and say something, or go publicly and say something? Like,
Nah, I really wasn't. I really don't get into the back and forth social media. I really don't get into that. But we saw it. Like everybody, like we got a group chat. Everybody, like somebody see something, screenshot it. We talk about it in the chat. We're like, oh well. I hope they ready. Yeah,
oh,
we're
so
not gonna
y'all
go. We're not gonna go on. We're not gonna go on the internet and go back and forth. I only did it to be petty after the game. That's the only reason why I posted what I posted.
understandable, understandable, you know. But y'all was keeping tabs of it though, like every time they did it.
Most definitely.
Oh, okay.
Especially when they linebacker had posted a video. I think it was on TikTok. And he was like, yeah, I'm ready playing the dome, this and that. Hope the scouts there, South Carolina State, we about to wipe them
Keontae,
off.
yeah.
I was like, Oh, what?
That was it for y'all.
Yeah.
All right, so during the game, it seemed like y'all let a lot of that frustration that y'all had towards the disrespect come out because y'all was straight hitting Jackson State. I mean, the clip of old boy just tossing dude with his helmet off. That's going, that's going viral. The clip circulating. Y'all talking on the sideline like it's real because I think Jackson State. I think they came into it with the energy of we got this in the bag. So when y'all came out hitting them the way that y'all did and giving them a game, I think they looked at y'all and said, "Oh, nah, this ain't supposed to happen." So now that y'all got the momentum, they want to get buck with y'all. Like,
Hmm.
is that a fair assessment?
I feel like they thought that we was just gonna come out just because they're Jackson State. They thought we was just gonna come out and just roll our helmets out and just let them do whatever we want to. Like y'all on scholarship, just like we on scholarship. So yeah, it's best man win.
Okay, most definitely. So listen, do you feel South Carolina as a whole, the whole state of South Carolina, is just overlooked?
Most definitely.
Mm.
Most
And
definitely.
how in your opinion, what can be done to change that? Like what needs to be done? Because we got dogs down here. People need to know that.
I just feel like we just need more recognition. That makes sense because like South Carolina, like if you look at it for any other sport, they look at like Texas, Florida, Georgia, uh, or they go up like for basketball, they go to like North Carolina, New York, like all the major states to find. Well, they think that's where all the best sports played at. So nobody's really looking at South Carolina, but South Carolina really got some dogs, just like you said, and we just overlooked.
Got you. So do you matter of fact, let me see, I got it right here. What do you want people to know about you that they didn't know before? Now that your name is up here, like what do you want them to know about you?
uh, I'm really a basketball player.
Mm,
Yeah, but I had to put my pride aside down with basketball and do what was going to be more beneficial for me and my family.
which was football.
Hmm.
Okay. And now people are looking at you as an NFL draft prospect, which I could already see from the past from the past season that was clear anyway. But now, like you're for sure are known by these scouts. Like your name is on people's boards now. And when I was on Twitter, I seen a lot of people saying, "Can this man transfer to Florida State? The Gamecocks can use him." Like such every Power Five school is coming up. We can use him, and I just want to clear it up right now because for some reason, people think when a star is found in HBCU that they gotta leave, right? And that's not always the case. So let's just clear the air right now. Are you leaving South Carolina State? If like no,
Nah, I got my
all
reasons for why. Because like I said, my grade situation come out of high school. Nobody want to take a chance with me. And then Coach Sachs, he called me and he was like, "This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna offer you opportunity, but you gotta prop out a year.
right.
So you just gotta sit out this football season, get your grades right, and once you get your grades right, we can go from there." And when he told me that, I was like, "All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a." Because I could have went JUCO or something, but I didn't want to do that. I was just gonna thug it out, sit my year out, get my grades right, and then it went from there.
And that's actually interesting that you brought up offers, right? Because my boy HBCU Spotlight, shout out to HBCU Spotlight, y'all. Please go check out his channel. He's the best storyteller on YouTube. Now, he wants to know what offers did you have coming out of high school?
For football, I had South Carolina State, uh, Charleston Southern, North Greenville, and Limestone.
Oh, I went to Limestone too. Yeah, I was okay. I got
Yeah,
you.
so I only have four, but basketball, I had a whole lot of basketball. I had way more
Really,
than
like
football.
name a few. Name a few for us.
I had Charleston Southern, South Carolina State, Presbyterian, Duquesne, Gardner Webb,
Mm.
Winthrop, Georgia Southern, Oh, that's all I can remember off the top of my head right now, but it was a lot.
Good Lord, man. All right, so I saw the video, right? Somebody was on Instagram and he was like, "Whoever scores first got to do the prom dance." You scored first, so I know that was predetermined. But the TikTok move, man, in every other celebration was that predetermined?
The TikTok, no, because when we were on the ground, we both was holding the ball, and I heard the ref say it's a touchdown. I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? And then I got up. I said, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that TikTok dance. it
And everybody
It just happened to be right in front of the camera.
right.
So yeah, that's how that went.
And I also found crazy, right? They saw you on your phone, the camera picked you up. And somebody on the ESPN site, I forget which site it was, but they were like, "Oh yeah, he was on his phone during the game." Were you on the phone during the game, or was the game already over?
The game was already over because it was a running clock, and then Coach Pugh started to walk onto the field. So it was our first time winning the celebration bowl. Of course, I want to go live and I want to celebrate.
Right.
That's all. It was. I wasn't on my phone during the game. I was too locked in for that.
Nothing disrespectful like
No,
that.
no, no. Most definitely not. No, nothing disrespectful.
So at any point in the game where you like, dang, y'all really not gonna double me? Like y'all, we're like, what was the mindset? Like y'all disrespect me like this? Y'all think you got a one on one thing with me? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I was like, yeah. After a while, I was like, they really still going, man. So all I had to do was go out and win my one-on-one matchup. So they'd be like, we should have doubled them.
hmm. And the guy that was covering you the majority of the time, number 3, CJ Holmes, he actually got an invite to the NFLPA, one of the All Star games where they're able to showcase their talents. So the fact that you put up that performance that you did against a guy who's going to have an opportunity to show himself in front of NFL scouts, um, I'm really interested. Where do you want to go? Like when is your time to leave? What's the ideal place for Shaq? Do you like the cold? Do you want to play inside a dome? Like what's good for you?
First and foremost, congratulations to CJ for getting that accomplishment. But it really wouldn't even matter for me. I just want to be blessed to have the opportunity to play at the next level.
Hmm. And things are going to change for you now that you've had the performance that you had. There's going to be a lot more eyes on you next year. Um, People are going to be looking for you to dominate from every single game on out. Knowing this is like, do you feel the pressure now, or are you just going to go out and do what you've been doing? Because I think you have 2 FBS games next year. I think I got the Gamecocks being one of them. That's a great opportunity to show what you can do. Especially since you missed the Clemson and New Mexico State game because of injury. So I know you excited for that opportunity. But do you feel the pressure now that people are gonna all eyes on you?
I feel no pressure because if you think about it, that's when you're gonna start messing up. So all I'm gonna do is just go out, play my game, have fun, do what I've been doing.
I got you. I got you. Now, who was it in the chat? Somebody Deputy Mario wants to know: have you and Jacoby Durant? Do y'all go one on one all season? Did y'all go one on one all season?
Yeah.
Really?
Iron sharp iron.
All right, shoppers, exactly. So every single
Mm-hmm.
rep, y'all was just going at it. And
Yes.
Jacoby Durant, we know he's a bona fide NFL draft prospect. He's going to get drafted. Some even say, even I think, if this man is 6'2", there's no doubt he goes second or third round. He's just that talented, right? Um, but Zafir Kelly is somebody that people don't talk enough about. He had
Mm-hmm.
a really good game versus those Jackson State receivers. Um, do you think that is he just as good as Jacoby? Should he be getting more shine and looks at the NFL?
Yeah, he should. Kelly is a true lockdown defender. He's technically sound. He got great. When I say great fit, his feet is great. Me and him go because he usually guard the field receiver. So I really never got a chance to go against him like that in practice. But Kelly's really a dog for real.
Mm. And obviously, you and Corey return next year. But y'all got a couple of freshmen who look like they can come in and contribute as well. And I'm going on record as to saying right now that I do pick you guys to go back to the Celebration Bowl. I think y'all can make a run like North Carolina A&T did before they left. But how do you feel? How do you feel about your team's chances to be back next season?
I feel like we can go back. Majority of our defense is coming back, like our D line, linebackers. So we losing a few people in our secondary, but we got some young guys who can really play. That they really can play. They just haven't got the opportunity yet because of Jacoby and Zafir. But they're gonna step up to the plate and they're gonna do good.
Hmm. And
But we still got work to do. We
mhm.
never gonna stop working. We still got to put in the work just to get back where we were this season.
So when y'all got back to campus after winning the game, like were y'all greeted by fans? Like how what was the mood like on campus at that point? Or was everybody home for break by then?
Yeah, everybody was home for break. I didn't come back right after the game. I came back Sunday.
Oh, you was up there partying, huh? You
Yeah, yeah, I stayed in the
I
A.
feel you. So what exactly did y'all like? What team activities did y'all have like when y'all wasn't practicing? What did y'all do in the A? I want to know like what they be having in place for y'all to do when y'all get there.
When we got there, got our rooms and everything. Then we had a meeting. Then we had a little what's it called? The little gift thing where we got little gift cards, got gifts. Then we went to the College Football Hall of Fame. Went to
Mm,
the Coca-Cola factory. We had a banquet. And the majority of the time, we just had when we have free time, we just walk around Atlanta or get on the scooters and go around Atlanta, just team bond.
got you, got you. So listen, if you can't tell me what was said, that's fine. I totally understand, but I gotta know what was some of the things, what was some of the trash talk that the DBs was saying, or that the defense was saying to y'all during that game? Like what was it? If you can,
To be honest with you, I really don't be hearing what they be saying. Like I'll see them mouthing and they moving their head or they do like the little seatbelt thing. I'm like, oh, all right, that's what type of time they on.
yeah, the
So
seatbelt.
yeah. Every time somebody do the seatbelt thing, I go off for 3 touchdowns. I don't know
Ooh,
why.
back, hey, talk your trash, bro.
Yeah, every time that happens, I go off for 3 touchdowns.
I love it, man. I love the energy. All right, so next year, clearly Jackson State they want to get it back in blood, right? Like
Hmm.
I've been talking to the recruits. The recruits who ain't even played the season, like who coming in next year, they want to see y'all again, right? Like these guys want they lick that because they genuinely believe that this time was just a fluke. So if that does happen again, clearly, right? Like this is an easy answer. Clearly, the same thing happens. Like it don't matter if they game plan or not. Like clearly the same thing happens. Am I right to assume that?
You said what?
Like clearly the same result as far as you goes. That's gonna happen regardless, right? Like is it okay to assume that?
Yeah, most definitely.
Man, I love it, bro. All right, so listen, that's it for my questions. Does anybody in the comment section have a question for Mr. Shaquan Davis? Speak your piece, right? You got the opportunity, bro. While they doing that, hey, thank you, man. Thank you so for being a part of this, man. I really appreciate it again. Just to let you know,
No problem. I'm glad you wanted me to come back on the show.
had to, had to after that performance. Um, so Jacktown wants to know what Jackson State corner was their best in your opinion, the one that you went up against.
9.
Al Young, number 9.
Mm-hmm.
All right. HBCU Spotlight wants to know: are there any NIL deals that you have?
Uh, I'm working with Rev Sports Agency right now. They make shirts link in my bio on my Instagram if you want to purchase one. But I talked to somebody earlier. One of my coaches, he called me. He was like, "Hey, he been getting calls for NILs about me, so I'm waiting to see what that's about."
That's dope, bro. Get that money. Get money, right?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. My boy Daheem, shout out to Daheem. He wants to know, how did you turn up on South Carolina State's homecoming weekend?
Man, you just had to be there. That's all I can say.
Cause we okay, cause I know it go down over there, though.
Yeah.
Kim Kim Mim wants to know, who is your most powerful influence?
um, my mama.
Mm, I
Yes,
love
my
that answer.
mama. My mama is my most powerful influence because she made a lot of sacrifices for me when I was younger, and so yeah, I'm just trying to return the favor. So she keeps me going.
Got you, got you. Now, what NFL receivers currently do you pattern your game after? The dazzling urban knight wants to know.
I like D Hop.
Gotta say that since he
Yeah,
followed you too. You got to.
yeah. That was my favorite receiver since he got in the league.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
D
right.
Hop a dog.
So Blue Jay, this is actually a good question. Since Wolverine is leaving, shout out to Wolverine. Shout out to Vereen, man. He got the invite to the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Now that he's leaving, who's the next best receiver on your team?
uh, we really not in competition with each other.
Mm,
We all just push each other. We all work, so we complement each other if that makes sense, and we just feed off each other energy. So we our whole receiving core, we're good.
okay. All right. And Carlos Ferguson wants to know, what do you run in the 40? I think that's what he's trying to ask.
Um, my most recent 40 times are 4.44.
Well, that ain't bad. That's really
That
not.
was after I gained some weight though, because in 2019 I ran a 4.34 and I put on like 25 pounds,
Mm.
and then yeah, I went to 4.44.
All right, y'all. We got a couple more questions. All right, I ain't want to hold him up all night, man. He a busy man. All right. All right. So where is it? I just seen it. Tamona wants to know, what is your ceiling regarding college football? If you have a winning season next year, will you enter the draft?
We'll have to see. I'm not looking that far ahead into the future yet, but it could be a possibility.
Okay, so just it's not completely off the table, but you're just not thinking about it right now.
No, not right now. I'm still trying to enjoy the win.
Hey, okay, I get it. I get it. You got plenty of time for that.
hmm
Young McGee R wants to know, who's your favorite NFL team.
Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh, that was cool. Y'all ain't that good right now. Y'all,
We getting our mojo right now.
all right, I guess, man. So Justin Jefferson, that's your guy, then I assume.
Yeah.
All right, two more questions, y'all. What are your favorite routes in the route tree?
I like to run either curl or fade ball. Anything deep, really. Like posts, digs, comebacks.
I mean, because you've been averaging 20 yards per catch a season, so I imagine you love going deep.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see, what's the last question gonna be. I got a couple here. This is a good one. What are some things that you think you have to work on in the offseason?
um, Being more consistent. I gotta learn. I gotta work on coming out my breaks more smoother, faster. I gotta get my footwork. I gotta work on my footwork a little more.
Mm,
That's it.
okay. Hey, Shaq, baby Megatron, thank you, bro. I can't thank you enough. Your name is buzzing. All right, I'm happy that I get to get not one but two interviews with you, bro. Definitely want to have you on the show in the future. Going into next season, I got it. I'm only 2 hours away from y'all anyway. I should definitely come to some state games. So I'm gonna be down there next season as well as JSU. Keep doing your thing, bro. Um, we'll be in touch and things like that. And just thank you so much again. Anything you want to say to the JSU fan base before getting off, though?
It's always Miak over swag.
I love it. Hey, thanks a lot, bro. Thanks for being on. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, bro.
All right.
Hey, there you have it. There was Shaquan Davis, aka Baby Megatron. Y'all, y'all showed out today. 104 people. Hey, thank y'all so much, man. I really appreciate you. This is one of my. This is what Jacktown said. This is BS. Hey, numbers don't lie. When it comes to that Celebration Bowl record, numbers don't lie, my boy. All right, Phil Ross, congratulations, bro. You as much as hey. I don't know if you meant me and Shaq, but I'm gonna take that anyway. Thank you. Thank you so much. But we all know Shaq is legit too. Swack over Miak. Hey, I mean, Jack Taylor, you can say that. You can say that, but you know the boy balled against y'all. The boy balled. All right. Any other questions that y'all got, though? I'm gonna get back to this recruiting series because a lot has been happening. Alabama A&M just continues to get people. My God. And we know the great job that Valley has done. Yeah, he's a great kid, man. Listen, Shaq has a great head on his shoulders, bro. Awesome young man. He comes from Summerville, South Carolina. Y'all know me being from South Carolina. I'm just a couple hours away from that. You know, them SC boys, man, we got to stick together. So I'm glad. I'm glad that he's finally getting the recognition that he deserves, right? Because I knew he was this talented. Anybody who watched South Carolina State football knew he was this talented. The man was averaging 20 yards per catch a season since he stepped on the field. And I think this season he finished 19 yards a catch per season. So like he's been doing this, right? Um, so it's not a surprise to me. I'm just happy that he's finally getting his recognition. And if he has another great years next season, which I'm sure he will, look for him to be drafted early. Like look for that. He went to AJ Green High School. Yes, he did. He went to Somerville High School, same high school as AJ Green. He definitely did do that. Doing an interview with Evan Henry. You know what, Timon? That's a good idea. I do talk to Evan Henry. He did say he is a fan of the podcast. So I'm gonna definitely get Evan Henry on because Jackson State fans, I know y'all want to know about Evan Henry. I mean, the guy won 80% of his matchups all year, and he's coming to JSU. Y'all, I know y'all would definitely want to see him. To me, he might be the best guy on that offensive line next season. No doubt, like no doubt in my mind, he will. No doubt in my mind, he will. JSU will have 8 offensive linemen in rotation each game. Listen, whatever works, whatever works. Because I mean, the only person I'm sure that will be back next season on an offensive line is Tony Gray. That's the only person I'm sure of. Everybody else, they got to be reevaluated. They got to work for their job. Let's get Corey Fields in an interview. I definitely try to get Corey Fields in an interview because his story needs to be told after that second half performance that he had. Like seriously, bro. I'm getting my shirt autographed this weekend. Can we talk about the kicker? Get him on. That man was something serious. Oh, the punter. Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm gonna inbox him because I'm not. I never really talked to him like that. So I'm gonna inbox him tomorrow, and I'm gonna if I can get him on, best believe I'm gonna get him on. Okay, because dude that personality, man, he got to be talked about. Robert's the kicker. Rob, you talking about No, you can't even be talking about it. Yeah, okay. I know the guy from South Carolina State. Also, please look forward, all right? Mr. Trey Glymph is going to be on the show next month, right? The JSU commit, Trey Glymph, 4.5-star kicker. He's going to be on after he signs. We already talked about it. I'm going to get him on in January. He signs in January. He's not even waiting until February. He wants to sign with JSU earlier. And Coach O is going to make that happen. So he's going to be on. Ken Clark, I know JSU, y'all know who Ken Clark is. My boy is gonna be on. He actually wanted for South Carolina State to get they shine first and be on the show first. But he wants to come on. So Ken Clark is going to come on as well, and we're going to talk about Jackson State and their side of the Celebration Bowl. So we're going to do that a lot. It's a lot more interviews coming for sure. Tell him to hit the portal to Jackson. That man is, listen, you ain't taking him away from SC now. You ain't taking him away from here. You're not doing that. I'm sorry. I won't even ask that of him. I'm not gonna put that in his ear. What's up with Corey Phil on the show? Sorry, it's not the best athlete on the team. Most definitely. But listen, y'all. Listen, if I can get BJ Davis, it's over with. Because he's another NFL guy for South Carolina State for sure. When is the Ken Clark interview? That is to be announced. We're gonna get with each other, see when our schedules match up. But expect that. Expect that really soon. It's coming. Jablonski Green. I can't get all these South Carolina State guys, but I'll try. I'll definitely try. Because the Jablonski Green was showing out. He was showing out. But you guys, SC State has a pipeline to the NFL. Most definitely. Darius Leonard, like we, Javon Hargrave with the Steel. I think he's still Steelers now. They've been putting guys in the NFL for a long time, and that's why I don't understand how people don't know who South Carolina State is, until recently. But guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I asked y'all to show out for me, and you did just that. Like, love y'all to death. I can't even speak to how much I love the support that y'all give me. But with that being said, I gotta go spend some time with my lady. All right. So y'all are watching the CFL podcast. Until next time. All right. I'm out. Peace.